Hi everybody, I'm Joanne with Quiet Waters Farm and Craft. Today I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different. No hot sauce today. So how many of you have chickens and you get dozens of eggs? Well, at times your chickens aren't going to lay, and then other times they're just going to lay so many that you have no idea what you're going to do with them all. Well, today I'm going to show you not only ways to benefit you, but to benefit your chickens. So I hope that you enjoy these videos. Thank you for watching. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a cupcake liner pan and we're going to spray it with some canola. I have canola oil, but you can use whatever spray you got. If you like coconut oil or vegetable, whatever you want to use, it really doesn't matter, just as long as you're coating your pan. Okay, then we're going to take our eggs, and we're going to take 12 of them, and we're going to break them in here. And you do not want to break your yolk, okay? And we want to save the shells. We do not want to throw them away. So I'm just going to keep busting these in here. When I get them done, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I got them all in there. I almost broke this guy right here, but I managed to not do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it into our freezer for 2 to 3 hours. You don't want to leave it in there any more than 3 hours because it starts to get this film over the eggs and it just looks really disgusting, and I don't know if I would eat the egg after that. Not that you're going to eat the egg. Now this way is to preserve your eggs for winter, because your chickens don't lay eggs in the winter. Some might, but most don't. So this is a way for you to have eggs in the wintertime from your chickens. So I am going to go pop these into the freezer, and in a couple hours I'm going to show you what this looks like. So our next trick is, how many of you like to go to McDonald's and get their awesome Egg McMuffins? Well, me, I am a wonderful, awesome Goodwill shopper. I love to do it. We have first of the month Saturday half off sale, and but I didn't get this actually, even though this was purchased at a Goodwill. I was sitting there telling my husband's grandmother about wanting to find a cupcake pan, but only half the size, so that way I could make basically like an egg omelet in a circle, so I could freeze some Egg McMuffins, so that way whenever the kids or my husband or me wanted one, we could just get one out of the freezer and go. And lo and behold, she come out and she's like, well, I was saving this for Christmas. And she gives me this. And it's really neat. It's just like a muffin top. I guess that's how you kind of say it. But that's what this is. And I tried it this morning. I did one. So, just so you know, it does work. But I tried one, it was really good, so I figured I would share this second video with you so that way you could see just how amazing this looks. So I am going to only crack 11 eggs in my bowl and get them stirred up, and we'll get them poured in here. So let me get the eggs cracked and in the bowl, stirred up, and I'll be right back. I just wanted to show you these beautiful eggs. Oh, they just look so delicious. They are just, you know, me, city girl, moving to the farm, I had never had farm fresh eggs other than once, and I thought, you know, they were okay. When we moved out here and I got chickens and we started getting eggs, and we would make scrambled eggs for breakfast or whatever we did, I would always put milk, just like a fourth a cup of milk, in my egg batter, and it just tasted so much better. I don't know how you make your scrambled eggs, what you put in it. I try to steer away from too much salt and pepper, but I do add milk in it, and it just tastes so much better. So, hey, there's an extra tip. All right, we look pretty good. Right now, we are going to try and, or I'm going to try and pour all this in here and not make a huge giant mess. Okay. Yeah, let's start here. Whoop. Probably a little too full. These just look so pretty. And I think every time I videotape, I sniffle. And I am so sorry. You know, I don't go sniffling all day until I start videotaping. I must be allergic to videotaping. Who knows? We're almost done. And I think farm eggs have a little bit more beautiful yellow color than a store-bought egg. Oh, my nose. Get every last drop in here. Trying not to overflow. And I'm dripping it all over my pan. Whee! All right. There we go. 11 scrambled eggs. Now I'm going to put this in my oven at 300 for 17 minutes. And then when they get done, I'll bring them out and show you how delicious they look. So for our third and final trick, okay, now this is not to benefit you, this is to benefit your chickens, because you want to try to give your chickens the most nutrients, the best, anything that you can possibly give them, so that way they are performing well and they give you beautiful eggs. So, I'm going to grab our spray again. Put that in there. And we're just going to take our shell and we're just going to set them on there, all over the pan. You know, there's still some little good stuff inside here, and that is nutrients for your chickens. And also the shell, because they formed the shell, it just has so many nutrients for it. So this way you aren't wasting any part of your eggs. Sure, you can go and compost it and preserve it and use it in your garden, but this helps your chicken. And to me, I feel that that might be a little bit more important to make sure that I am giving my chickens best quality foods that I can, so that way they are producing me some awesome eggs. So, get all these loaded on here. So we have 24 eggs on here. So, we're going to pop this in the oven for 300 for 30 minutes. After that, you just want to let them cool, and we're going to break them up and put them in our jar. But put it in your oven for 300 for 30 minutes, and I'll meet you back here. Here's the eggs after they've been in the freezer about 2.5 hours. So I've let them sit for a few minutes. You can also just kind of dunk the bottom of your tray into your sink with some hot water. But you just pop these out, and you just put them in your freezer bags. And then you just pop them in the freezer, and then whenever you need eggs, you can just go in there and get however many you need, or use the whole batch to make your scrambled eggs in the morning, or bake a cake, or whatever you're wanting to do. So I hope that you've liked this helpful tip. So here's our eggs after they came out of the oven. So I'm gonna take one of these out and I'm gonna show you what I'm going to be doing. Move these back over to the stove here. Okay, so we're going to get our plate. I cannot see anything. We're going to take our Egg McMuffin. And then when I went to the store, they had them buy one, get one free. So that was so worth it. Alright, now we're going to take our piece of cheese. Plop that on there. Also got some ham that we're going to put on there. And then I have one of our egg pieces. And there you go. Got you a nice Egg McMuffin sandwich, just like what they do at McDonald's, and we made it at home. Now with the rest of them that I have, I'm not going to eat all those today, so I'm actually going to bag those up and put them in the freezer, so that way if we're running late or one of the kids want an afternoon snack, they can just pull one out of the freezer, and there we go. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to get to eating this. Well, the eggs are all dry. Or cooled, I guess. So after I took them out of the oven, I let them cool down about 10-15 minutes, long enough for me to handle them. Now, you could take all of these, put them in a bag, you know, smash them that way if you want to. I don't want to waste the bag, so I just pick them up and I just crumble them in my hands. You want to be careful because they are sharp. They will cut you. So it's really up to you what kind of way you want to do it, but I just take this and I put it inside my jar. Now when I get a new bag of feed, I just grab my jar, take it outside, and I pour it in there. So that way these are extra nutrients for my chickens. Now of course, like I said before, you can take this into your compost. That way when you start your garden, you can put it in for your vegetables, help your vegetables grow. But this is another way. So if you have extras left over and you're like, well, I'll just throw it in my compost or this or that. But these are extra nutrients for your chickens. So, you know, if you want to do half for compost and half for your chickens, you know, you're making two good ways for your family, for your food, and it's two different ways. So that way you're double tasking. So I hope that you have enjoyed all of these videos so far that I've showed you. Please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day.